and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tarani. Thanks for watching us today. I'm coming to you from San Jose, and on our program is Brendan Reidy, who is the president and CEO of Clarus Systems. Hello, Brendan.
Hello, Rich. Thank you for inviting us in today.
Well, likewise, thanks for making the trip. And I figured we'd just start off by getting an overview of what your company is doing.
Okay. So Clarus is the premier provider of integrated testing, monitoring, and management solutions, primarily for IP telephony, but we've really broadened our focus to include any integrated application that one might have with their data system. So whether it's video, whether it's telepresence, whether it's integration with call mail, voicemail systems, and so forth, we're really testing that broad suite of product capabilities today.
Now, historically, your company has worked primarily on Cisco or Cisco only, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And so that's still the case primarily?
Our case today is that we really focus on Cisco. They're the market leaders. We are closely aligned with Cisco. We've had, however, a lot of customer pull recently to support both Avaya platforms and integration with the Microsoft suite of OCS products. So we are delivering some of those capabilities as well. Somewhat limited today, not nearly as deep as we go with Cisco.
So when you talk about VoIP testing, how that's evolved to UC, do you see video as being one of the differentiators? In other words, is that how you're defining unified communications, just the addition of video?
I think video is certainly another application that we consider part of unified communications. It happens to be a very bandwidth consuming capability, and one that I think is going to test a lot of existing networks, pushing them beyond their limits in terms of bandwidth provided, having the right devices, and so forth. Where it creates an opportunity for a firm like ours, is that if you as a user want to launch a video call, I think it would be interesting before you even attempt that to know if you're video enabled. Does the conference room that you're calling from have adequate bandwidth associated with the devices in that room to make video calls? Does the person you're attempting to set up the link with have video capabilities? And are the devices, is the route path appropriate for video? So that presents interesting opportunities for our application.
Now, if we were to flip this around and talk about a potential customer who's watching now, they're trying to figure out why they would need to use your service. Is there some way that they know that they're a potential candidate for calling you right now or emailing you or going to your website?
Yeah. So I would say that the first differentiator really comes down to scale and scope and how mission critical is the application. Combination of those three. So if you see unified communications as critical to driving your revenue or to operational soundness of your delivery, then we too are mission critical for you.
Okay, so that's a good way of putting it. But would a company be too small to call you and say, hey, come on in and help?
Well, our typical users are among the largest Cisco users in the planet. However, we also work very closely with several service providers and companies who host the SMB marketplace, and their needs are most adequately addressed typically through them.
Okay, so really it's a broad range of customers.
It's a very broad range of customers, including at one end of the spectrum, Cisco's largest firms in the financial services industry, in the pharmaceutical industry, in the energy industry, companies that have widely distributed workforces, people who have, or firms who have real commitments to processing unified communications in the cloud environment, people who have very complex operating environments. On the other end of the spectrum, it does consist of much smaller firms where these applications are absolutely mission critical. So you'll see us being directly used by major law firms, some of which have, say, fewer phones on site, fewer network endpoints than we might see in even a single operational office of our largest customers. But there again, the cost or the value of losing the connection is so great that they absolutely need to test, monitor, and manage it appropriately using Clarus.
And what's next for the company?
So next for us is further broadening our capabilities with other Cisco platforms. So you're going to see us rolling out products specifically geared towards telepresence. We're already beginning to look closely at the new CS tablet that Cisco just announced. We're looking at how that's managed by Cisco Call Manager, really continuing to take that through the next level, as well as broadening the other vendors that we support. So I think you'll see us offering greater Avaya functionality, and you already have seen our announcement that we're one of only 22 companies selected by Microsoft to be partners on their OCS voice capabilities.
Oh, it's very exciting. Thanks for sharing some of this news here with us in the TMC newsroom, and good luck.
No, thank you, Rich, and you consider those scoops. You're
Yeah.
the first one really to hear about the
Very
integrated
exciting, very
capabilities.
exciting. I'm sure our viewers appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you.